This segment is sponsored by the Commercial Real Estate Development Association. The commercial real estate industry touches everywhere people work, shop, and stay, as today's modern commercial real estate industry is being reshaped by shifting demographics. So joining us now is Mark Salvatelli, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Commercial Real Estate Development Association. He's here to discuss the evolution of commercial real estate. Welcome, Mark. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
So why did NAIOP decide to change its name now?
We started 60 years ago as a trade association focused largely on industrial parks. But commercial real estate, as you noted, has evolved and changed. And so are we. Our members are building office buildings. They're building medical parks. They're building industrial warehouses. It is all over the map in terms of commercial real estate, what we're putting together. And now, as a Commercial Real Estate Development Association, it really describes exactly who we are and what we do without any confusion associated with it.
So let's talk about that. How are these evolutions and changes really impacting cities across the country?
Well, commercial real estate has changed a lot. We may not think about it. We see it around us all day, every day. We're probably in commercial real estate more than we're in our homes when we think about work and shopping. But when we look at how it's changed, DC is actually a great market to take a look at that. We are a large large office market. And of course, we've seen how office has changed. Think about how all the messaging we've heard in the past few years that, is return to office going to happen? What's happening with all this office space? Well, it has changed. It's not like how we remember it from maybe the movie Office Space of just one cubicle after another. It's now a lot more a series of collaborative spaces, buildings with a lot of amenities, whether, daycare, dry cleaning, gyms. We see that office spaces change so much to really get people back in and to build on that camaraderie that really helps make it so much more effective to strategize rather than talking remotely.
So what are the biggest opportunities there in commercial real estate development right now that you're seeing?
Yeah, one of the biggest ones actually is here with older office space actually in DC. We see a lot of the product now, which has probably reached its functional obsolescence. But then we also look and see we really have a lack of housing in the DC area. And, we are working with a lot of municipalities throughout the DMV to be able to convert this space into multifamily housing so that we're really solving two problems at one. We're able to provide the housing that the community needs, and we're able to still take advantage of the space that we have and help revitalize our communities, the downtowns, the suburbs as well, too. It's probably the biggest opportunity that we see here in the DMV right now.
Yeah, very busy, a lot of information. Where can anyone who's interested go to learn more about this and what you all are doing?
Yeah, please, I'd invite anybody to go to our website. That is CREDA, C-R-E-D-A, global.org.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. Lots of great information there. And to learn more, as Mark said, you can go to that website. It is, once again, credaglobal.org.